இது பண்ணி
ஜாயின் ஆயிட்டு தானே உனக்கு
நாளைக்கு நான் காலேஜ் போக மாட்டேன். நாளைக்கு என்னோட ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பேப்பரோட ப்ரெசன்டேஷன். வேலை பார்ப்பீங்க, யாரு கத்தாதீங்க கத்தாதீங்க, அந்த வேலை பார்க்குறேன். A.P.C. காலேஜ் கான்ஃபரன்ஸ், அது லிங்க் வரும். லிங்க்ல பேப்பரை ப்ரெசென்ட் பண்ணோம். 5 நிமிஷம் தான் டைம். என்னதான் ஏதாவது 5 நிமிஷத்துக்கு சொன்னேன். கொஸ்டின் கேட்பாங்களா இருக்கும், தெரியல. கரெக்டா அவ்வளோதான், 5 நிமிஷம் தான். எல்லாத்துக்கும் 5 நிமிஷம் தான். யாரும் பேசுறவங்க எந்த சவுண்டும் கேட்கலாம். நான் வீடியோ ஆனாதான் இருக்கும் மோஸ்ட்லி. நாளைக்கு தானே எனக்கு 11:40 45 வரைக்கும் கொடுத்துருக்குறாங்க. ஆனா கரெக்டா அந்த டைம் தான் வருமானு தெரியல.
12 மணி வரைக்கும் 1/2 மணி நேரம் வச்சுக்க வேண்டியதான்.
வர்றவங்க வர்ற கடுக்குள்ள ஒரே அடி
வெளியில பாத்துட்டு நாளைக்கு 11:30 12 மணி வரைக்கும் ஒரு 1/2 மணி நேரம் ஆன்லைன்ல இது பண்ணணுமா? அவங்க வாட்ச்மேன் வேலைக்கு அவனுக்கு உட்காந்துட்டு யாரும்
ஏதோ பண்ணுமா இல்ல பிரசன்டேஷன் பண்ணுமோ?
கடைக்குலாம் அது பண்ணி கூடாது. 11:30 12 மணி வரைக்கும் 1/2 மணி நேரம்.
Morning, everyone. Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, madam.
Very good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Very good morning, madam. Yeah, how are you?
Happy to meet you, sir.
Yeah, very nice to meet you. Nice.
Fine, sir.
honorable dignitaries, distinguished guests, professors, scholars, students, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to you all. It's indeed a great honor for me to be the MC today. This is R.K. Jayanti, and on behalf of the Quality Assurance Cell, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you for this international conference on advances in science and engineering. We appreciate you and thank you for taking time off your busy schedule to join with us today. We hope you will learn a lot on these 2 days. We have lined up the technical sessions for you to be fruitful and be engaged. Let's begin our inaugural ceremony on an auspicious note. May I invite everyone to invoke the Almighty's blessing. Ladies and gentlemen, I request all of you to seek the Almighty's blessings through a prayer song.
மறையருள் புரிந்தோம் இயேசுவின் தந்தை என
Thank you all. I'm very much excited and honored to have the presence of our incredible, lovable, admirable, and most respectful personality, our principal ma'am, Dr. N. Meena Kumari, amongst us. She is a person who always shapes the conditions for our staff and students to work, learn, and succeed. Her ability to empathize with our students and constant belief in the staff inspires us all to learn new things. At this juncture, may I humbly request our principal ma'am to deliver her welcome speech. Please, ma'am.
A very good morning to everyone present in this virtual media. On behalf of the college management, our honorable president, A.P.C.Mahalaxmi avargal, and beloved Madam Secretary, Srimati Sublakshmi Chakkalingam avargal, I welcome our chief guest, Madam Dr. Radhika and Dr. Kannabiran, to preside over the inaugural session of the 2-day international conference on advances in science and engineering 2022. We are grateful to the people for accepting our invitation to preside over the inaugural session of the 2-day international conference and becoming a chief guest of today's event. Our chief guest doesn't require an introduction, and she is a well-recognized personality of the city. She is known for her wonderful administration and high achievements of the institution. She is in charge of, apart from this, she is philanthropist and renders selfless services to the society. She has molded the life of students and served people with her kindness. She is none other than the head of the Department of Zoology, Vivo Chidambaram College, Mrs. Radhika Veerababu. She is a member of Board of Management of our college, and she is member of A.P.C.Mahalaxmi Ammal Educational Society. To her credit, she completed 2 minor research projects and 2 major research projects, one sponsored by ICASE New Delhi for a worth of 3,31,060 as co-investigator, another sponsored by DSP for a worth of 15 lakhs as principal investigator, third one sponsored by UGC to a worth of 13,93,300 as principal investigator, and fourth one sponsored by UGC to a worth of 10.56 lakhs as co-investigator. Under her guidance, one awarded PhD and pursuing PhD. Recently, Dr. Radhika bagged the honor as Outstanding HOD of the Year from ICASE Global Education Awards in the Mid-Level Leadership and Administrative Awards category among 127 participants from 28 countries. I am overwhelmed to welcome our guest of honor, Dr. Kannabiran. He held various prestigious administrative positions as Controller of Exhibition in charge, Alagappa University, Korakudi, from 13/5/2020 onwards. He successfully conducted online examination and online evaluation of the answer scripts of April 2020 online examination using indigenous software developed by Alagappa University. He is head in charge the Department of Fisheries Science, Alagappa University, Korakudi, from 2020 onwards. He is also additional controller of examination, Alagappa University, Korakudi, from 4/3/2019 to 12/5/2020. Director, Curriculum Design and Development Cell, Alagappa University, Korakudi, from 25/7/2018 to 12/5/2020. Member in College Committee and Sri Sevagan Anomaly College, Devakote, with effect from 9/2/2019. Member of Project Monitoring Unit RUSA, Phase 2 from 2019. Principal in charge, Alagappa University College of Arts and Science, Paramakudi, from 13th to 20th July 2015. Coordinator Center on Swachh Bharat and Swasth Bharat, Alagappa University, Korakudi, from 26th November to 30th September 2016. Coordinator Personal Contact Program for MSc Zoology Distance Education, Alagappa University, Korakudi, from 28th October 2013 onwards. To his credit, he completed major research project, one to a worth of 34 lakhs sponsored by DBT, another one to a worth of 47 lakhs sponsored by MOE and F. I welcome you both, Dr. Radhika Madam and Dr. Kannabiran. We are so honored to have the keynote speaker to make the wonderful morning worthwhile speakers. Dr. A. Padmapriya, Professor, Department of Computer Science, Alagappa University. Dr. Ibrahim Muhammad, Department of Chemistry, Sokoto State University, Sokoto, Nigeria. Dr. V. Piramanathan, Associate Professor, Department of Mathematics, Bharatdasan University. Dr. Gauthaman, Postdoctoral Research, School of Engineering, Monash University, Malaysia. And Dr. Bambang Sugiono August Burwono, Associate Professor, Retired, State University of Malang, Indonesia. My hearty welcome to all learned professors, non-teaching staff, teaching staff, advances in science and technology. I extend my warm welcome once again to you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Before we move on to the felicitation address, a kind announcement. This program is also streamed in YouTube. Kindly watch it in YouTube if possible, because of the Zoom participants. Thank you. We are much privileged and honored to have the kind presence of an astounding performer, a highly dedicated, well-organized and self-motivated professional, Dr. D. Radhika, Head and Associate Professor, Department of Zoology, Assistant Coordinator of ICASE, Coordinator UGC Stride, Vivo Chidambaram College, Thoothukudi. Her area of specialization in research is marine pharmacology and microbiology. She is the president of MHRD Institution and Innovation Council from 2018 onwards. From 2019, she is the coordinator of UGC Stride, and she is the assistant coordinator of Internal Quality Assurance Cell from 2017 onwards. She is a gold medalist in MSc Zoology, and she has guided a total of 8 PhD scholars, and among them, 4 of them have completed and 4 of them are doing their PhD. She has successfully completed 4 major minor projects, and she has authored 3 books and have done many publications. She has organized numerous seminars, symposia, and workshops. As an ICASE assistant coordinator and also as UGC Stride coordinator, she has taken various initiatives to organize many events. Being an ICASE assistant coordinator, she has obtained the UGC Paramash scheme and UGC Stride scheme component 1. And the list goes on and on. I need to put an end possibly, ma'am. So you're all aware that Radhika ma'am is a well-recognized personality known for her wonderful administration and high achievements of the institution she is in charge of. Truly, we are very grateful to you, ma'am, for accepting our invitation and for joining us to felicitate amidst your busy schedule. May I humbly request Dr. D. Radhika to grace this occasion by delivering her felicitation address. Please, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am, and for a nice words of introduction. A very good morning to all of you here. It's indeed a great pleasure and an honor for me to join you here in this morning for this great occasion of the international conference. And A.P.C.Mahalaxmi College for Men is a very great institution, and a great institution organizing a great event is really commendable. And I'd like to congratulate the organizer, Dr. Shyamala Susan, the principal, Meena Kumari ma'am, and the entire team who have taken the effort of organizing this conference. So, research, as we see today, has become an integral part of entire higher education ecosystem, and also it is an imperative part of learning for not only for the research scholars, but also for the faculty at large. So today we are talking about quality in higher education, which is being assessed, say, for rankings by NIRF or by accreditation by the NAC, or for any ranking for that matter. So here in all these, research plays a vital role, and this is actually the benchmark for all these processes. So for an institution to be successful, this research plays a key and a vital role. So this conference and seminars organized as such gives you a great platform or arena where you bring together a lot of knowledge. And so this helps everyone to get updated, both scholars as well as faculty, to get updated on the latest happenings around us, as well as to gain knowledge on the great new discoveries and innovations. So as we talk about research, we had been doing research which was restricted to a single entity, to a single discipline earlier. Then came the interdisciplinary, when 2 disciplines brought together. Then came the multidisciplinary, and today we are talking about transdisciplinary research. So where you put in all the disciplines together, they work towards a common goal, the entire set of people working for a common cause, for a common goal. Together you put in the stakeholders at large, that is also the society, that's particularly the society. And so here this conference, which is being organized, bringing together science and engineering, I think is the need of the hour, and it has been rightly organized. So to look at a problem in a multifaceted approach gives you more solutions and a greater perspective of the particular problem, and gives this conference also will give you a multi-pronged approach to various aspects, which is going to be taken up by the different keynote speakers and by the different research papers which is going to be presented. And I'm sure this platform will give the scholars as well as the faculty to make the best use of all whatever knowledge they can gain what is going on around us. And talking about this transdisciplinary research, I'd like to say a few words on the STRIDE program, which we are doing at Vivo Chidambaram College. So UGC STRIDE is a scheme for transdisciplinary research for India's developing economy. So we are proud that we are part of it, and we are the only one college affiliated college in Tamil Nadu, and only one among the 3 other colleges we have which had been given this scheme for transdisciplinary research for worth about 88 lakhs. So we are putting in all our disciplines together, both arts and science, and we are working for the socio-economic upliftment of the Tuticorin coastal people. That is the point we are working for. And so as I told you today, what we need is not a single-pronged approach, we need a multi-pronged approach to the particular problem or whatever research problem you take. And so conferences like this will give you a boost to know more about these different aspects which you can address or which you can tackle for to bring about quality research papers. So I think this conference is going to enlighten everyone, and the scholars put the best use for their success. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I wish the conference the very great success and all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And truly, we are much grateful to you for making your kind presence and for delivering your speech amidst your busy schedule. Thanks a lot for joining us. We are much privileged and honored to have the presence of our incredible and most respectful president, Thiru A.P.C.V. Chokkalingam sir, amongst us. He is an inspiring, admirable, renowned, and remarkable personality who strictly adheres to our founder's footsteps and sticks to the principle of non-commercialization of education. On behalf of the entire ICASE team, I take the humble privilege in welcoming you, sir. We are much grateful to you, sir, for your kind presence. Moving right along, we are very grateful and honored to have Professor E. Kannapiran, Controller of Examinations, Alagappa University, Karaikudi, for accepting our invitation and for joining us today. He is also a multifaceted personality. His various roles in Alagappa University are Additional Controller of Examinations, Controller of Examinations, Head in Charge, Department of Fisheries Sciences, Dean of College Development Council, Director of Curriculum Design and Development Cell, Coordinator of Center on Swachh Bharat and Swiss Bharat, Coordinator of Personal Contact Program for MSc Zoology Distance Education. Apart from this, he is a member in College Committee of Sri Sevagan Annamalai College, Devakottai, the principal in charge of Alagappa University, College of Arts and Science, Paramakudi. He is a person with a research experience of 26 years. He has been a research guide of 12 PhD scholars, 14 MPhil students, and a project guide of 45 students. He has published 46 articles in international journals, 12 articles in international conferences, 6 articles in national journals, 5 papers in national conferences, and he has authored 9 books. He has successfully completed 2 funded research projects and has in hand 3 ongoing projects. He was the awardee of Distinguished Professor Award for the year 2019 by DK International Research Distinctive Achievements Foundation, Perambulur. He also plays the roles of life member in professional bodies, chairman, chairperson, and member of various board of studies meetings and resource persons in various programs. Really, it's breathtaking, sir. I am much excited to notify this. It's amazing. I believe that it's been a great inspiration to all of us, sir. To proceed with, I request you, sir, to enlighten the audience with your thought-provoking speech. Please, sir. Sir, sorry to interrupt you. Please, can you unmute yourself, sir?
Yeah, please.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for your nice words about me. So, most respected Secretary Chokkalingam Ayya avargal, most respected Dr. Meena Kumari, Principal, A.P.C.Mahalaxmi College for Women, respected Dr. Ratika, Head Department of Zoology, B.O. Chidambaram College, Chuchigari, the convener of this convener of this international conference, Dr. D. Shyamala Sushan, esteemed faculty members of this great institution. So further, my colleague, Dr. Padmapriya is here to deliver a talk. She is heading the Data Management Center of Aloha University, and other resource persons, participants, research scholars, students, and other dignitaries. Very good morning to one and all gathered online. I deem it a great honor and rare privilege to be a part and to inaugurate the International Virtual Conference on Advances in Science and Engineering being organized by the A.P.C.Mahalaxmi College for Men, Chuchigari through online. As you know, I would like to mention here, A.P.C.Mahalaxmi College was established in 1973. It is the brainchild of the eminent scholar, philanthropist, and the freedom fighter, Kulabadi A.P.C. Veerabahu, the founder of Proceedings. So, in addition, he has also established several educational institutions. So, VOC College is one among them. So, where I graduated, yes, I did my B.Sc. Zoology program. These great institutions. Since their inception, impacting quality education to the economically and socially backward people. Some disturbance.
The organizers, can you just, the audio is getting disturbed.
I request all the participants to mute the mic.
Yes.
Yes. I request all the participants to kindly mute yourselves.
So, since their inception, these institutions impacting quality education to the socially and economically backward people. First of all, I thank the founders' family and other dignitaries of this college for having given me this opportunity, wonderful opportunity to inaugurate this important conference. I wholeheartedly congratulating all the participants gathered online to exchange their experience and work together on the exciting field of modern science and engineering. As we know that science and technology plays a vital role in modern life and profoundly influence the course of human civilization. So technological advancement in the modern life has provided us with lots of remarkable insight all over the world. So the scientific revolutions have taken their full speed in 20th century and have become more advanced in 21st century. So it is well-known fact that India has become an important source of creative and fundamental scientific developments and approaches all across the world. So all the great scientific discoveries and technological advancement in our country have improved the economic status and have created many new ways for the new generation to grow in a technologically advanced environment. So there are many new scientific research and development who have been possible in the field of chemistry, physics, medicine, and the list is and so on. So further, the spectacular developments will continue to take place in different domains of technology. One such domain is information technology. The performance of microprocessor has improved 25,000 times over since their invention. So every 18 months, technology doubled the speed of microprocessor. Now, several laboratories around the world are busy in exploring novel technologies that may one day precursor the arrival of new generation of computers and microelectronic devices. Some are exploring the possibility of developing quantum computing techniques which would capitalize on the non-classical behavior of the devices. Others are taking non-silicon routes by developing data storage system, which can potentially use photonically activated biomolecules. Yet others exploring nano-mechanical logic gaps, which will be, who will be the winner? I don't know. Okay. Further, the universities and the educational institutions that are the place of knowledge creation and dissemination. In the 20th century, the focus should be on translational research of multidisciplinary nature. So multidisciplinary research involves a coordinated effort that brings together several disciplines to provide complementary contribution in the services of common goal. Multidisciplinary project theme of multiple perspectives and a broad range of experts for generating unique and creative solutions to solve real-world problems. The test and evaluation professionals would benefit from adopting a multidisciplinary research approach to investigate the complex human performance problems faced in today's technologically advanced operational domains. So therefore, I appreciate and congratulate the organizers for organizing the international conference in a multidisciplinary nature. I'm also happy that many eminent personalities from India and other countries like Malaysia, Indonesia, and Nigeria are participating in this conference. So this will certainly provide this seminar an added profile. The deliberations as well as the recommendations of the seminar will carry greater weight and reach the appropriate audience. I would like to compliment the organizers of the seminar for their initiative and their efforts to make this a memorable event. May this conference be characterized by fruitful, thought-provoking discussions which will lead to the betterment of the society. So best wishes, every one of you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the opportunity given to me. Thank you.
We are very much thankful. We are very much thankful to you, sir, for your thought-provoking, enlightening speech and for finding time to join with us amidst your busy schedule and also for the great appreciating words. Thanks a lot, sir, once again for joining with us. Following this, I would like to list out all our honorable and eminent keynote speakers. Dr. Banpan Sugiona August Purvona, Assistant Professor, retired, State University of Malang, Indonesia. Dr. N.S.K. Gautaman, Postdoctoral Researcher, School of Engineering, Monash University, Malaysia. Dr. Ibrahim Mohammed, Lecturer, Department of Chemistry, Sokoto State University, Sokoto, Nigeria. Dr. Maranatha Vijayan Imtiaz, Civil Engineering Department, National Institute of Technology, Malang, Indonesia. Dr. A. Padmapriya, Professor, Department of Computer Science, Alagappa University, Karaikudi. Dr. V. Brahmanandam, Associate Professor, Department of Mathematics, Bharatidasan University. And as we proceed towards the highlight of this event, I'm obliged to have received the good luck wishes from our keynote speakers who were kind enough in accepting our invitation and consented to spare their valuable time with us. At this juncture, let us listen to their greetings. Participants, I need to kindly stop this video and play it once again because of some technical issues. Please bear for the inconvenience. Kindly bear with the technical issues.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mrs. from Indonesia. As a keynote speaker of this conference, allow me to announce that in this international conference, I will congratulate to the organizing committee of International Conference on Advances in Science and Engineering ICASE 2022 for providing wonderful opportunity to research scholars. With their great success, may this organizing committee be an inspiration to the future research scholar to join into Blossoms ICASE 2022. A.P.C.Mahalaxmi College for Women, Thoothukudi, India, established in 1973, is the brainchild of eminent scholar and philanthropist Kulapati A.P.C. Veerabahu, the founder president. Since its inception, it has scaled great height in imparting quality education and has made it affordable to the economically and socially backward women of the vicinity. ICASE 2022 provides an international forum for researchers, academics, student innovators, a new world society. This conference will be a good platform to share research, innovation, and the best practice where constructive feedback and engagement with domain expert are expected. Bring the biggest joys. But not least, I would like to thank those who have responded to take a part and to contribute to this conference. We have a big hope that all of you enjoy and get more knowledge and fruitful experiences through the conference. Malang, 24 of March 2022. Best regard, Bambang Sugiono Agus Purwono. Thank you.
I now request Dr. Gaudaman Krishnan to give the good luck message. Please, sir.
Good morning to all. Good morning to one and all present at this international conference. So I would like to thank the organizing committee of ICASE 2022 and the management of A.P.C.Mahalaxmi College, Thoothukudi, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share my knowledge with the scientific community. So it's my pleasure to be here as a keynote speaker in the International Conference on Advances in Science and Engineering 2022, organized by A.P.C.Mahalaxmi College of Women, Thoothukudi. Nowadays, multidisciplinary topics such as science and engineering in fundamental and advances in science and engineering have been witnessing fast developments both in the research and technology development directions. This conference provides a platform to young researchers, students, innovators, scientists, and industrialists to present their research and activities. It is very glad to see that very enthusiastic responses from researchers to the call for of papers. And I have seen that so many research articles have to be present in this conference. So it is nice to, it is very nice to hear that. Also, I appreciate the organizing committee for organizing this wonderful and successful conference and contributing new ideas and understanding. I hope that all the participants and the keynote speakers surely will have the better experience with this international conference. I wish them for their endeavors to spread knowledge. Again, I appreciate and I thank the organizing committee for this successfully organized international conference. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, sir, for your great appreciation. I now humbly request Dr. Dr. A. Padmapriya, Professor, Department of Computer Science, Alagappa University, Karaikudi, to provide a welcome, good luck message. Please, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your welcome address. It is my privilege and honor to be part of the International Conference on Advances in Science and Engineering, ICASE 2022, hosted by A.P.C.Mahalaxmi College for Women, Thoothukudi. First of all, I'd like to thank the management, the principal, the heads of the departments, the organizers of this great event. Also, I'd like to thank our Controller of Examinations, Professor E. Kanagaran, sir, for gracing the conference. Well begun is half done. So on this inaugural function of this ICASE 2022, I feel very happy to meet you all. Happy to hear from the delegates as well. As far as the researchers are concerned, they want to explore the opportunities available to improve their research. And as far as the students are concerned, they want to know better about what is research and how to do the research and what is the proper direction to do it. The ICASE 2022 will create many opportunities to explore and learn the latest trends in maths, chemistry, physics, zoology, and computer science disciplines. Since it is an interdisciplinary, we can able to get different application areas of our research work. So by interacting with the academicians and the research professionals, the participants will enhance their knowledge on the state-of-art technologies, and they can able to know what is the current demand in the case of industry as well as in the case of the research aspect. I hope the participants of ICASE 2022 will also learn many things with their active participation. So I wish the International Conference ICASE 2022 a grand success. Thank you once again. Thank you for being part of this great event. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your lovely wish. And we have one more good luck message, a video shared by Dr. Ibrahim Mohammed, lecturer, Department of Chemistry, Sokoto State University, Nigeria. Please listen to that.
It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to this great academic gathering entitled International Conference Advances in Science and Engineering, ICASE 2022, organized by the A.P.C.Mahalaxmi College for Women, Thoothukudi, India. An engineer within 2 days, that is 20. 25 March 2022. I therefore urge all participants to make use of this rare opportunity to interact and make new collaboration with experts in their field and other related areas from other countries. Finally, I would like to thank the school management and organizers of this conference for finding me worthy of being among the keynote speakers of this conference. Thank you all, and God bless India and Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you all the dignitaries for your lovely wishes. It's actually a great blessings to us. So thanks a lot. So we are glad and pleased to announce you that we have reached the golden moment of this occasion. We humbly request our Honorable Principal Ma'am to kindly release the conference proceedings along with the conveners and co-conveners. Please, ma'am. We are so sorry. Due to some technical error, we couldn't show you the video of releasing the conference proceedings. Kindly bear with that. Now it's time for us to go for a break of 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, kindly join with us. Or 10 or 12 minutes we can take. And please join with us at 11:05. Thank you.
ஹலோ ஜெயந்தி மேம் கூப்பிடலாமா?
மேம் குட் மார்னிங் மேம்.
குட் மார்னிங் மேம். மேம் கூப்பிடலாமா?
ஆமா
வந்துட்டாங்களா? உள்ள வந்த மாதிரி தெரியலமா?
தேங்க்யூ. இல்ல மேம் கூப்பிடலாம் மேம் அவங்க.
நான் அப்ப இன்வைட் பண்ணிட்டுமா பத்மபிரியா மேம்?
சரி மேம். தேங்க்யூ.
ஹலோ மேம் ஜாயின் பண்றீங்களா? ரைட் ஓகே.
Welcome back, everyone. We are glad and pleased to share with you the joy of the golden moment of this occasion. The proceeding release. So please have a look at it. Thank you all. Now it's time for us to commence the technical sessions. The chair for the first session is Dr. A. Padmapriya, Professor, Department of Computer Science, Alagappa University, Karaikuri. Ladies and gentlemen, we are having a great opportunity to listen to the words of a great knowledgeable speaker. She is a personality with a research experience of 15 years. Her research area includes machine learning, information security, data mining, and communication networks. She has been a research guide for a total of 10 PhD scholars. Among them, 4 of her scholars have completed and 6 of these scholars are doing their research. She has acted as a guide, she has acted as a project guide for 42 MPhil students. She was the project guide of 211 PG students. She has published 66 papers in various reputed journals. She has a total teaching experience of 18 years. Apart from this, she serves Alagappa University as a member of Alagappa University ranking cell and have served as a coordinator of Data Management Center, Alagappa University, and an assistant director, Directorate of Online Programs, Alagappa University. I humbly request Dr. A. Padmapriya ma'am to commence our session. Please, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your nice welcome address. And I'd like to thank the organizers once again for giving me this opportunity to meet you all. Let me share my screen and start the presentation. Madam, the host has disabled the screen sharing mode, madam. Kindly enable the screen sharing mode so that I can able to present the work. Madam, kindly enable the screen sharing for me, ma'am.
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Okay.
I'll make you as host, ma'am.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. No problem.
Okay, thank you. I've done it, ma'am. Please carry on.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
So let me share my screen. Is it visible, ma'am?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So the topic which I'm going to share with you all is computers in scientific research. And before starting this session, teaching, if we can able to read this, we should thank a teacher. So by thanking my teacher, all of my teachers, I'm starting this keynote session. We all know that big journeys, they begin with small, simple steps. And with these small, simple steps and the few words of the great men, let us enter into the session. So, so we have to learn it in a flawless manner in order to gain more insight about what we have learned. And if by thinking good, everything will happen, and it is also good. And as far as our people's president, Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam, small aim is a crime. We should have a great aim. Let us aim high and achieve high. And the great philanthropist, Dr. R. Malapachettiar, who has contributed his 400 acres of land for this institution. So by thanking him also, I'm starting the session. So he used to embroider, note 3 different words in always her quote, always his quote. They are integrity, industry, and innovation. So what a high vision about this man. And this is the agenda. So computing, industrial revolutions, information age, scientific research, applications of computers in scientific research, and what are the recent research trends going on. This is my agenda for today's session. As we all know, necessity, it is the mother of invention. So without necessity, no invention will happen. So in each and every stage, human believe and wanted to invent something new. It varies, depends upon the age in which human had lived. And as far as this industrial revolutions are concerned, we are living in the industry 4.0. So first industrial revolution, it is completely concentrating on mechanization. Second, in mass production. Third, in automation. And in fourth, we are going with smart factories and autonomous systems, which will include IoT as well as machine learning also. And so as far as the internet usage is being concerned, this is the statistics done in January 2022. So here we are having more number of total internet users, that is 4.95 billion. So that many number of people are making use of internet. And see the percentage of mobile phone users. So who are accessing internet with the help of mobile phones, it is nearly 91.1%. So here, on an average, daily 7 hours is being spent over internet usage. So we are making use of this internet in a quite more useful manner nowadays. And as far as science is concerned, each and every different institutions or a different societies, they explain science in a different manner. So it is a system of knowledge that is concerned with physical world and its phenomena, and that entitles unbiased observations and systematic experimentations. Likewise, we'll be having different definitions about science. And when we group the science in the scale of universe, we'll be having different disciplines of sciences, and we are having different branches of sciences also. So here I'll be having earth as well as space. After that, I'll be having social sciences, then we'll be having life sciences, then we'll be having physical sciences, then we'll be having formal sciences. So depending upon the size of the universe or the scale of the universe, we'll be having different branches of science, and which will in turn have different faculties or different hierarchies of science also. And research, so which is asking the right question. So let me show you the impact of research. So when we are defining the term research, it is the systematic investigation into and the study of materials and sources in order to establish facts and reach new conclusions. So here, this picture, it will show you the impact of research. So here in 1956, the picture shows the image of a 5 MB RAM, so which is being shipped through an aircraft, which will cost $120,000. Okay, so imagine how cost it is, just 5 MBs of RAM. And when it comes to 2005, 128 MB of RAM, MB of memory is being included in a micro card. And in 2014, so a memory card which will contain 128 GB. And in 2019, so the first 1 terabyte micro SD card has been launched, and its cost is $450. Compare the cost of which is available in 1956 with that of 2019. So here it is having 266% of cost lesser than the earlier one. So this is impact of research. So whenever we are doing research, it will have a great impact over its society and the persons who are being benefited with the research. And as far as computer science is concerned, computer science is usually considered as an interdisciplinary study. So it was actually, this is a paper published in ASEM in the year 1976. So here it is being mentioned as it is one of the most common interdisciplinary study. Computers can be applied for any kind of science. So here, as far as the IEEE Computer Society report 2022 is concerned, they have identified some of the finest thrust areas which will be having more impact in the year 2022. So these are some of the thrust areas which are going to rule the year 2022 as far as the predictions of IEEE is concerned. And as far as computing is concerned, we are moving from normal conventional computing to intelligent computing. So in the case of conventional computing, we just tell what the computer has to do. Whereas in the case of intelligent computing, so the programmer does not tell what is to be done with the data. So the data itself is being read by the machines, and they will find out the solutions by their own. That is, they'll learning from the situations, and they will try to solve the problem. So whenever there any kind of new necessity has been coming over that. Okay, so one of the common impact is artificial intelligence. And as far as artificial intelligence as well as robotics is concerned, it is hitting the global industry. I think the robotics industry, they are investing US dollars of 80 billion by 2024 for the only development of artificial intelligence. They are investing on that because artificial intelligence is now taking a greater boom, and it is having a greater growth. That's why technical giants like Facebook, Google, IBM, everyone is investing huge amount of money in the resources into artificial intelligence research, and it is having a great breakthrough, and it is having greater applications also. Let me show some of the applications of artificial intelligence in the field of robotics. So in the COVID situation, COVID pandemic period, robotics is being a very great boon for the medical society, because in order to take care of the people, robots will be employed in many hospitals. So being a pandemic situation, we could not able to or directly communicate with the patients, not all the times. Sometimes robots will take care of them also. Similarly, we'll be making use of the service robots. And here, this is Amazon autonomous delivery robot, which will do the delivery process with its intelligent computing. And I hope these you all will know. So there is a robot, iRobot called as Roomba, and the next one is called as Bravajet. So these two robots, what they will do is, so Roomba will clean the room or room surface or your house, and Bravajet, what it will do is, it will mob it. Okay, so they'll communicate, both the devices will communicate with the technology called as imprint link technology. So once Roomba has completed its cleaning work, it will inform a Bravajet. So what Bravajet will do is, it will mob the surface. So this kind of technology, this kind of autonomous systems we are making use of. And this is another kind of exceptional toy. So the name of the toy is called as Leica. So this toy will best companion for special needed children. Okay, so the children who are affected with autism can make use of this kind of toy. So it is also artificial intelligence using robot. Okay, so and how do computers can have its impact over the research in earth as well as space. So hope you all will remember the picture. Actually, this is the picture of the submerged uh, port city of Tamil Nadu called as Pumbugar. Okay, so here these pictures have been taken in that place. So in this, computers are being used for the research of this Pumbugar. So Pumbugar is an ancient town in Tamil Nadu, which is said to be submerged due to tsunamis. Okay, so here there was a research going on about this Pumbugar. That is, they're going to create a digital Pumbugar. So ancient port city Pumbugar. The professors S.M. Ramasamy sir is the head of this research. So he's from Bharathasan University. So which will identify so where the tectonic plates have been mixed and how this has been happened, and they are trying to digitally recreate the Pumbugar. So here they are making use of remote sensing inputs as well, and here the technology being used is they are making use of image processing. So from this images, they try to get some kind of new knowledge from this. So here they are making use of a software called as NV software, so which will make use of convolutional high passes filtering, as well as sober edge detection is there, and texture-based entropy filtering is there. So here it is said to be a social science-oriented research or remote sensing-oriented research, but with the help of the technology, we are making use of computers into it also. And another one is, so this is an element is called as sloth. So on seeing this, usually you'll be having a nature inspired computing. So on seeing this animal, another robot is being created. So this robot is called as Slothbot. So actually it was PhD students of Georgia Robotics and Intelligent Systems Laboratory, they have created this robot. So what the robot will do is, it is a solar powered robot, but which can able to traverse slowly over the wires, just like an animal sick, and they can able to monitor the environment. Okay, so nature inspired computing, it is an invention of nature inspired computing. And another one is, we usually see jellyfish in the seas. So by inspired on this jellyfish, so what happens is, so there was in Florida Atlantic University, uh, Eric Egenberg, an associate professor of engineering, they have developed a robot. So the robot is called as robo jellyfish. So what it will do is, it will get right over the ocean currents, and it will get to the bottom, and it will use it to study the coral reefs. So because which coral reefs are contributing a major part in maintaining the warming level and the climatic change. So this robo jellyfish is being used for that. And as far as healthcare is concerned, so digital revolution has been happening in healthcare. So in the earlier days, in 1970s, we are making use of the mobile devices for communication. Then we are entering into the research, and now earlierly it was just used to identify the diseases, and next it is assisting the diagnosis, then management of diseases, that is e-health record management, then it is moving towards predictions, and now we are stepping into the prevention of diseases, so with the help of this. So as far as digital health is being concerned, so it is being used in 3 different varieties. So digital health, digital medicine, as well as digital therapeutics. So digital health, it is used to monitor our health, and digital medicine, we can able to create some clinical evidences for the drugs to be designed as well as got approval. So here, with the help of the computer assisted technology, they are doing the surgery, and with the help of the augmented reality as well as virtual reality, they are studying the anatomy of a body with the help of this. And this picture, it shows the digital therapy that is applied to a kid which is having a kind of eye disease. So these are some of the outcomes of digital health revolutions. And the major thing where we are contributing is in clinical trials. So computers are having greater impact over the clinical trials. So as you all know, the identification of medicine for the COVID-19, it took long time, and it put us in a lockdown mode. And so this is actually the clinical trial process. So first we'll be having the preclinical testing, then we'll be having clinical testing, then we'll be having analysis of data, and we'll be having the follow-up. So in the preclinical testing, there'll be a laboratory test, research protocols will be there, and animal testing will be done. And in the case of clinical research, so we need to identify the dosages, and here the testing range will be different, as so 2200, 100 plus, as well as 1000 plus. So everything will be done, and the comparative efficacy will be compared. After that, everything will be fed to a biostatistical analysis. So here, there comes the role of computers. So here we'll be doing the clinical analysis, clinical trials analysis, biostatistical analysis will be done with the help of the computers. So after that, it will be given for approval, and therapy will be given to the patients. So this is the data flow diagram of clinical trial process. So during clinical trials, the data will be collected, and it will be integrated. It will be transformed to the form in which analysis can be performed. So once the analysis have been done, so based on the different ages, based on the dosages, based on the number of therapies undergone, so everything will be identified, and what are the changes in the vitals. So everything will be monitored, and it is being computerized. So based on the analysis, data analysis will be giving the data visualization, and then it will be submitted for clinical trial reports. And this is actually the current medicine scenario. So what happens here is, suppose if we are having a cancer patient, and they'll be undergoing cancer therapy, and depending upon the demographics of each and every individual, the effect of the medicine will be different. So some may be highly efficient, some will be having no effect, and some will be having adverse effect. But what happens in the case of future medicine is will be moving towards more personalized diagnosis. So here, depending upon their genomic studies, what kind of medicine will suitable for them, what kind of history in their hereditary. So everything will be considered, and the different therapies will be given to different individuals. So obviously, the therapy will be efficient for all the case of peoples. So personalized medicine is on the on its own research area now. So this is how the clinical services will be there. Patient-centered precision medicine. So here I will be making use of sensors for this also. And as far as when we are talking about the clinical trials, so SAS is one of the software which is being commonly used for doing clinical trials and data visualizations. So here he's the person, Jim Goodnight is the person who is the CEO of SAS. He's 78 years old, and he's saying that we never have and ever will stop innovating. Actually, the idea behind the company called as SAS is quite interesting. In 1966, what happens is US government wants to process vast amount of agricultural data. In that period, there was no computerized statistic program was available. So what happens is, so 8 universities came together and they tried to solve the problem. The result of this problem is statistical analysis system. SAS has been created. So here, these are the magnetic tapes. Nowadays, we are making use of flash drives and many advanced materials. But in 1966, the large amount of agriculture data, it is being stored in magnetic tapes. Imagine magnetic tapes, they'll be read in a sequential manner alone. There is no random playing. Imagine this many number of magnetic tapes need to be read, and the data has to be processed and analysis is to be done. So this was done with the help of SAS. And another advantage is making use of computers is portable healthcare devices. So we'll be having portable healthcare devices. It will track the vitals of the individual, and it will transmit the data to the computer machines. So streaming will be there. Streaming of data will be there. The data will be analyzed, and it will be used for further study. So here we'll be having patches. So these are diabetes patches. Here the diabetes patch is being sticked into the throat, and it will verify so how much amount of food intake has been done by the individual. It will able to monitor. So it will instruct us. So when to drink some water, when to stop drinking. So everything will be done, will be instructed by with the help of this diabetes patches. So it is also one kind of portable healthcare device. And here it is called as a smart pill. So what will happen is, here a sensor will be there. We need to swallow the pill, and it will be enter into the intestine, and with the help of the patch, it will transmit the signal to the mobile device, and again this mobile device will be connected to the portable device, and with the help of which we can able to monitor it, and we can able to inform it to the doctors as well as the family members. And nanotechnology is also used in medicine. So here we'll be having nano robots. So imagine this is a blood vessel. So within the blood vessel, we can have a nano robot. So the nano device can able to enter into the blood vessel, with the help of which we can able to do some kind of operations. So let me show you some example. So here there is a blockage in the arteries, and a nano robot can be helpful in cleaning the artery. And similarly, blocks in heart blood vessels. So here in this portion, there is a block. So the blood could not able to flow in a proper manner. So here also we can have a blood swimming robots. So it will have a micro camera, and it will be having a payload. It will be having a swimming tile. It will move, and it will live stream the picture it has been capturing. So this is also very useful. And so this can be used for studies as well as for live streaming of data. And here, this is what we call it as balloon angioplasty. So a balloon will be sent to the blood vessel, and the balloon will be blown. And after that, the blocks will be cleared. So once the block will be cleared, again, the balloon will be This is balloon angioplasty. And this one is called as stenting. In many cases, balloon angioplasty is not successful. In that cases, we can make use of the stenting. So here we'll make use of another one kind of stent, which will expand the blood vessel so that there will be free flow of blood. And so it is also used in chemistry. So in 2013, a Nobel Prize for chemistry was given to Michael Levitt. So who is making use of computational modeling for his work. So his work is basically on classical physics as well as quantum mechanics. And he used to do the simulation of the drug. So how the drug is working inside the body. Okay, so this particular research area is also making use of computers. And Internet of Things and machine learning. So according to Business Insider, so there will be 64 billion IoT devices by 2022. So what happens is when we are having IoT devices, we use it to wear smartwatches. So what happens is they will sense the data and it will be stored in some kind of cloud storage. So we are preparing enormous amount of data. So which will give the expertise lots and lots of inputs. So what we can do is we can making use of machine learning to process the data that has been created by the Internet of Things. So here we are having enormous amount of Bluetooth enabled sensor devices. So what they will do is they will grab the input and they will store all the inputs in the clouds. So the data collected are heartbeat rate, our sleeping pattern, the footsteps count, everything will be collected by these smartwatches, and it is not stored in our device. It will be stored in the cloud storage. So we will be usually creating an account and it is being linked to our mobile device. So everything will be stored in the cloud. So in the earlier case, we'll be having very smaller amount of data. But what happens now is will be drowning of data. So lots and lots of data are there. And so from banking to healthcare, we are in need of big data analytics. So where enormous data sets are there and we have to personalize and improve the service with the enormous data. And we used to see this on our mobile phones, recommended for you. So this is the outcome of the recommender systems that are running on our mobile. So suppose if you are making use of a mobile app, so based on the usage of mobile app and based on the usage pattern of similar individuals, so some apps will be used by me as well as my friend. So we may be having a similar app usage pattern. So based on that, so the app used by my friend will be recommended for me. Okay, so here we'll be having these two things. So one is based on the users, the product will be recommended, or based on the buying pattern of the products, it will be recommended to the users. So there will be user-based filtering as well as item-based filtering. So every data is being financially given as an input and it will be converted into revenue. So as far as big data is concerned, so actually we are processing only this small amount of data. A large amount of data is still there. So only 35% of the big data is being properly utilized. So others are simply not being properly utilized. So what happens is this much amount of data created is very large, but if it is not properly being used, we need to dispose the data in a proper manner. Otherwise, what will happen is the data may be wrongly used by other person. So here, the next research is there. So which is digital data forgetting using ML. So we produce enormous amount of data and it will be stored in cloud. So it is much beneficial to conveniently forget the data. So these data are unused. So I can able to forget now. Whenever there is a need, I can make it into usage. So that kind of thing is research is going on. And apart from this, it is also computers are also useful for sustainable environment. So here This is actually the life cycle of forest trees. So from the normal sowing stage, and it is being grown, and once it is being completely grown, it'll shed its leaves, and after that the tree started to decompose and it'll fall. So this is the usual life cycle of a tree. So what happens here is we usually prefer to have forests, and we used to preserve the forest for maintaining the global environment, that is global warming. It will act as a remedy for global warming. But what happens is, so when the tree is not properly removed, the decomposed trees are not properly removed, again this will become a great threat for our uh, global warming thing. So dead trees will cause natural disasters such as fire, or fallen of fires will use, it will may cause environmental pollution. So forests, they'll both act as a carbon sink as well as the carbon source. So they absorb the unwanted carbon that is being emitted in the environment, but when they are degraded, what happens is they will emit carbon. So with the help of this forest fires. So imagine how much amount of carbon is being emitted from the forest fires. So here the smoke, that is the particles in the smoke, it will very, very harmful for our health. Okay, so here this is the size of the hair, and this is the particle matter, so which will enter into our lung and it will cause the pollution. So here works are there to predict the decomposition level of the forest through artificial intelligence learning methodologies also. So this will be very, very useful to identify so when to safely remove the decomposed trees. So we can able to do it with the help of this prediction algorithms. And so I have shown some of the areas in which computers have been used for research. So different areas as well as for different disciplines. And as far as a successful researcher is concerned, some of the characteristics are very, very important for a successful researchers. We must have an analytical mindset. We must have deep understanding, and we need to be work in an organized fashion, and we need to detail oriented. So much we must be able to think in a big picture, not in a micro level picture, and it should be resilient. The researcher should be resilient, able to take rejections as well as disappointment. So otherwise they will stop the work, and they must have a good communication also. So because once the research outputs are being communicated, it will be useful by the useful for the society. Otherwise it will not be useful for the society. So the researchers need to push ourselves because no one else can do it for us. So here the dog want to get the ball, so it has to try by itself, not it depends on the others. So here this is the thing that a researcher must do. And the concluding remarks. So we usually see the picture of this temple. It is the big temple in Tanjavur. And in this, I just wanted to show this one, this smallest picture. Actually, this is the picture of this. So this statue, I usually view this statue as a symbol of excellence, because imagine this is the whole picture of the temple, and this is one I wanted to show it to you. So because when this amount of building is there, no one will try to tend to view the sculpture in the wall of the temple. And what happens here is, I just wanted to show these three things. So here there was a crocodile, and the crocodile was being approached by an elephant, and here the elephant is being followed by a snake, and this snake is in the leg of the person. So crocodile is big, and when compared to the crocodile, the elephant is big. Imagine the elephant is being swallowed by a snake. So imagine how big the snake will be. And this snake, it is available on the leg of a person. So imagine how big the person is. But the indication given by the person is these two things. So it is, be careful, someone big is inside. So just imagine the creativity of the sculptor. Okay, so Actually, the sculptor may not be aware of. Many people will come and notice this. So this is how the excellence will be. It is a drive from inside, not outside. So it is for our own satisfaction, and it is not for someone else to notice. So with these words, so the greatest gift you can give someone is your time, because when you are giving your time, you are giving a portion of your life that you will never get back. And these are the references. Thank you for patiently listening to my presentation. So that's all from my side. And thank you, organizers, for giving me this opportunity to meet such a diverse set of audience. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. A humble request, ma'am. Please, can you make me as a host, ma'am?
1 minute, madam. 1 minute.
Thank you.
Madam, I have made you as a host.
Yeah, thanks a lot, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. My thanks are due to you, ma'am, for sharing with us your insightful knowledge. Your session was concise, amazing with rich words, full of passion and valuable information. I am personally much interested and excited with machine learning concepts. You clearly explained the application of machine learning in healthcare, ma'am. It's actually a great boon to the society. It was very much interesting. We are again much grateful to you, ma'am, for sharing with us your glimpses of knowledge. In fact, you have indulged a thirst for knowledge. Thank you, ma'am, once again. And I forgot to say this also. Your session was actually an eye-opener on preservation of our environment from global warming, which is the ultimate need of the hour. Thanks a lot, ma'am, for joining with us.
Thank you, ma'am.
So
Thank you for
much.
the opportunity.
Thank you. Participants, I'm here to play once again the good luck message of Dr. Bang Bang. Please listen to it.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, we are
Yes,
audible,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What can I do for you?
No, sir. We just wanted to play the good luck message of yours, sir.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot for your
Okay.
consideration,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay.
So, is it possible for you, sir, to give a message now? Good luck message.
Pardon?
Is it possible for you
I
to,
have
sir?
sent the video.
Yeah. Yes, sir. We
This
have
morning
that video.
already post. Okay.
Yeah. So, shall I play the video, sir?
Yes, you can do it. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot for your great consideration. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I will record it.
Allow me to announce that in this international conference, I will congratulate to the organizing committee of International Conference on Advances in Science and Engineering, ICASE 2022, for providing wonderful opportunity to research scholars. With their great success, may this organizing committee be an inspiration to the future research scholar to join into Blossoms ICASE 2022. A.P.C.Mahalaxmi College for Women, Thoothukudi, India, established in 1973, is the brainchild of eminent scholar and philanthropist Kulapati A.P.C. Veerabahu, the founder president. Since its inception, it has scaled great height in imparting quality education and has made it affordable to the economically and socially backward women of the vicinity. ICASE 2022 provides an international forum for researchers, academics, students, innovators, scientists, and industry practitioners to discuss current research which is shaping a new world society. This conference will be a good platform to share research innovation and the best practice where constructive feedback and engagement with domain expert are expected. Bring the biggest joy, pride, and fulfillment. It is great pleasure to welcome all the participants on this virtual international conference on March 24th till 25th of 2022. Finally, but not least, I would like to thank those who have responded to take a part and to contribute to the conference. We have a big hope that all of you enjoy and get more knowledge and fruitful experiences through the conference. Malang, 24 of March 2022. Best regard, Bambang Sugiono Agus Purwono. Thank you.
That was wonderful, sir. Thank you very much for your lovely wish and your great blessings. So thanks a lot, sir. Moving right along, I would like to invite Dr. Ibrahim Mohammed, lecturer, Department of Chemistry, Sokoto State University, Sokoto, Nigeria. He has obtained for his technical session. He has obtained his bachelor degree and his master degree in applied chemistry. He was appointed by the Zamfara State Ministry of Education and a Female Education Board as Education Officer 2 in Government Girls Day Secondary School from 2019 to 2013. He has worked with World Health Organization as a field volunteer of Zamfara State from 2011 to 2013. He has joined as a graduate assistant in Sokoto State University, Sokoto, and currently working as a lecturer in the same university. His research interest is on developing new aerobic methodologies for generating radical from aryl boronic acids. He has served as a keynote speaker and a session chair in 4 international conferences. He is the awardee of Dalit Achievers Award titled Excellency on Their Field in an international research colloquium organized by SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Chennai. He has published many research articles in both international and national journals. It will be my great honor to invite him for his intellectual words. Please, sir.
Good morning. Am I audible? Am I audible? Good morning. Am I audible? Can you all hear me?
Sorry for the interruption, sir. Your voice is not clear.
Okay.
I'll just make you as host now, sir, so that you can share your PPT if any.
Okay.
Please go ahead, sir.
Okay, is the voice clear now? My voice is it clear?
Sorry for the interruption again. Request for all the participants. I request all the participants to kindly mute yourselves. We have got some disturbances. So I repeat it. I request all the participants to kindly mute yourselves. Thank you.
Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Am I audible?
Sir, you're quite audible, but it's not that much okay, sir. It's very feeble.
Okay, let me see if I can change the speaker. Okay, the mic. Let me see.
பசங்க அவங்களா வேற ஏதாவது இருக்கும் எம்பில் என்ன காணுமா எம்பில் அல்லது ஸ்காலர் எம்பில் இல்லைன்னா ஸ்காலரா இருப்பாங்க மத்தவங்க யூனிஃபார்ம்
Audible now?
No, sir, still it is very feeble, sir.
What of now? Can you hear me now? Is it audible now?
I'm sorry, sir.
Is it audible? Can you hear?
Yeah, I could hear, but it's not that much louder, sir. It's quite feeble only.
I think this one is from the network because I check everything is okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So even
Let me.
the mic setting and everything.
Yeah, okay, sir. Let me find out, sir.
Is it okay now?
Sir, can you just do me a favor? Can you leave the meeting and join us once again?
Okay, fine.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Sir, Ibrahim, sir,
Yes,
before
can you hear me
leaving,
now?
kindly make me as a host, sir. I'm with I'm as A.P.C.Mahalaxmi College.
Kani C researcher.
Yeah. Sir, I am A.P.C.Mahalaxmi College for Women. Kani ma'am, a request, kindly make me as a host. I'm as A.P.C.Mahalaxmi College for Women. Kani ma'am, research scholar, NMC Marthandam. Please make A.P.C.Mahalaxmi College for Women as a host. Honey ma'am, research scholar, ஒரு request ma'am, என்னைய வந்து ஏபிசி மகாலட்சுமி காலேஜ் ஃபார் விமென் இருக்கிறேன். என்னைய ஹோஸ்ட் ஆக்கிறீங்களா? சார் தெரியாம உங்களை ஹோஸ்ட் ஆக்கியிருக்காங்க. கனி மேம், ஒரு ரெக்வெஸ்ட் மேம். கனி மேம் ரிசர்ச் ஸ்காலர் நாகர்கோயில். ஒரு ரெக்வெஸ்ட், சார் தெரியாம உங்களை ஹோஸ்ட் ஆக்கியிருக்காங்க. நான் ஏபிசி மகாலட்சுமி காலேஜ் ஃபார் விமென் இருக்கிறேன். என்னைய ஹோஸ்ட் ஆக்கிருங்களேன் ப்ளீஸ். கனி மேம் கேக்குதா? மேம் நீங்க கனி மேம் அன்மியூட் பண்ணிட்டு கொஞ்சம் பேசுங்களேன் ப்ளீஸ்.
Hello, am I audible now? I'm back. Is it audible?
Yes, sir. It's
Now
very much.
it is audible. Now it is audible, right?
Yes, sir. Sir, but you have made some other scholar as the host. So please, can you wait for screen sharing, sir?
Okay, fine, fine.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Ibrahim, sir, now we can carry forward, sir. Thanks a lot for your patience.
Okay, let me.
Thank you, sir.
Let me share the file. One minute, I'm trying to share my screen.
No, sir, we couldn't see your screen.
Yeah, trying to share it now.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, sir.
It is giving some issues now.
Yeah,
Share
okay.
one minute, I'm working on it. Can I send this? Because I'm trying to share the screen. Okay, 1 minute. Screen is not coming. in my sharing option here, I'm having some issues here. I don't know what happened because it is asking some questions only here. Hello, ma'am. I think I have been trying to share the screen, but I couldn't. When I try to share the screen, it is giving me options that one participant can share at a time, multiple participants can share simultaneously, then advanced sharing only. So I have not seen share the screen here. So I don't know, maybe it's from the host or settings, I don't know, share. Hello, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what I'm telling, when I click on sharing the screen, instead of the icon to give share screen directly, it is giving one participant can share at a time, multiple participants can share simultaneously, then advanced sharing only. So the option is not coming as sharing screen.
Okay, sir. Sir, if you don't mind, please can you share your PPT to our HOD, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Please
so
let her
that
give me her mail.
Yeah.
Let her give me her mail now. I'll share it now.
Okay, sir.
Let me share it now to her.
Okay, sir.
Can I have her mail?
Yes, sir.
The email ID, so that I can send her the PPT.
Yeah. Sir, ma'am is messaging you in WhatsApp, sir.
Okay, fine. It's okay.
So one more request, sir. Now, please can you make A.P.C.Mahalaxmi College as the host now, sir, so that I could share the screen.
Okay, fine.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Fine.
Thank you, sir.
Mm.
I request all the participants to kindly bear for the inconvenience caused. I request Dr. Ibrahim Mohammed, sir, to commence the session. Please, sir. I'll share the screen also.
Okay, share the screen. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Will this be okay, sir?
Yeah, but I can't see anything. The screen is not shared.
I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah. Okay, now you have shared the screen. Thank you very much for
Will
sharing.
this be okay or?
Yeah, you can increase it a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, reduce. Reduce.
This is okay now, sir?
Okay, it's okay. Let us start, please.
Yeah, please, sir.
Good morning, everyone, and let me start by apologizing for the technical problem we'll face due to the connectivity and also the sharing of a slide. Actually, this is beyond my control, and I'm not expecting this thing to happen, but by the grace of God, next session or next time will take necessary measures to avoid this thing from happening. Let me start by congratulating the organizers of this international conference, that is the A.P.C.Mahalaxmi College for Women, for organizing this great academic gathering. When I was told to be a keynote speaker on this academic gathering, I look at the subject matter of this conference. Then I say, okay, even though I'm a doctor in chemistry, let me try to bring something that will bring everybody along. And as you can see here, I choose environmental degradation, causes, effects, and way forward. Why I choose this this topic is because I believe here we are having chemistry background, physics background, biology background, computer background, and also we are having engineers. And all of us here, our mind is only set up recent advances in science and engineering. But we also have collective responsibility that we're supposed to look at. That is our environment. So that we should not forget, as we are developing, we should not try to forget our own environment. And that's the reason why I choose this topic, so that to carry everybody along with me. And I believe you will find this topic very interesting. Next slide. So in the next slide, you see the outline of this presentation. I start with what is environmental degradation, what are the causes of the environmental degradation, and what is the effect, what are the global action, and what is the way forward. Because we are doing many things that we don't know, that these things are affecting our environment. Next slide. To introduce this wonderful session, I will start with some quotes, important quotes, like quote from Mahatma Gandhi, who says, "Art provide enough to satisfy every man's need, but not every man's greed." And also, when you look at the Leo Tolstoy, he said that one of the first conditions of happiness is that the link between man and nature shall not be broken. So all these quotation, they are talking about environment. They are talking about how we can protect our environment. And generally, if you summarize all these quotes, you can find that an injury to the environment is invariably an injury to us all. And they also suggest that that man's activities are the causes of most of the environmental problems of today. Next slide. Let us try to see what is environmental degradation. Environmental degradation simply means deterioration of our environment. That is, our environment to come spoil. We spoil our environment. Depletion of resources and reduction in productivity. We are having many resources, but in the process of using these resources, we deplete these resources. And also our productivity capacity is reducing. When you want to produce food, crops, because of that environmental degradation, now the productive capacity is being reduced. This environmental degradation is one of the 10 traits identified by the UN State Panel in 2003. It has always been there. It is there. Nobody should say that, okay, this environmental degradation started only today. But this environmental degradation, it is only there. It is there already. But now it is moving as at a very faster rate, and there is no hope for recovery. There is no time for recovery. And if it's moving at this faster rate, no time for recovery, then it will create a serious threat to our life, which means we have to look at this environmental degradation. We should not forget environment while we are dealing with advances in science and also technology. Next slide. Now I'm trying to explain the major causes of environmental degradation. What are the causes of environmental degradation? The cause of environmental degradation are grouped mainly into two. We have the natural cause and we have the anthropogenic cause. And these anthropogenic cause, they are the causes that are caused by man, which we are going to see in the next slide. Next. Now, let me explain what is natural cause. Natural causes are the cause of environmental degradation that are caused by natural process. These include volcanic eruption, desertification, drought, erosion, flooding, and natural cause wildfire. If you can see here on the picture, you will see this is a picture from Nigeria. You see a particular area is suffering from flooding. And also the second picture is showing that there is desertification, approach of the desert. Before, the forest is having many trees, but if you check at the right side, the forest now there is no tree. So these are all natural causes of environmental degradation, and these are caused by natural phenomena. Man doesn't have any hand in this degradation process. Next slide. Then anthropogenic causes. Anthropogenic causes are caused by human activities and are the most detrimental culprits in degrading the environment. This class of environmental degradation are caused by we, the human. We are the one that caused this environmental degradation. This include deforestation, cutting down the trees, going to forests, you cut the trees in the process of using it as firewood, fuel source. Mining process, you mine gold, crude oil, and other activities. Pollution, because of the population we are having now, we contribute a lot in polluting the environment. Then our agricultural activities. Because of agricultural activities, we want to increase the yield of our crops. Then we are busy using pesticides, herbicides, insecticide, and the rest of them. And these chemicals, they have a great impact on our environment. By doing so, we don't know that we are degrading the nature of our environment. If you can check the picture, the first picture shows that trees are being cut. Before this, forest is a forest with a lot of trees. But because now man wants to use the trees for firewood as a source of energy, they cut a lot of the trees and thereby causing deforestation. And also minor activity. If you check the second picture, you find that because of minor activities, all the soil here is being degraded. So these causes are mainly caused by we, the human beings. They are not natural causes. Next slide. Other causes that are also related to anthropogenic cause, population. Population impacts the environment primarily through the use of natural resources and production of waste. Because of our population nowadays, we use a lot of things. And in the process of using this a lot of things, we generate a lot of waste, thereby degrading our environment. So you cannot separate environmental degradation from increase in population. One of the major factor and social factor is increase in population. When your population increase, then definitely your environment will be degraded because you are going to generate a lot of waste if care is not taken, if measures are not put in place. Poverty. Most of our people now are living in a poverty. They cannot afford to buy kerosene or gas. So they have to cut trees to make them as firewood, to cook food and live and eat. So it is said to be both cause and affect the environment degradation. There is a circular link between poverty and environmental degradation. Whenever there is poverty, there must be environmental degradation. The only way you can do it, try to reduce the poverty and also create awareness to the people so that they should know the effect of this environmental degradation to themselves. Urbanization and economic factors, where failure of various market and settlement lead to environmental degradation. Before, rural areas, they don't have to build big house, mansions, and the rest of them. But today, because they want to create urban centers, then they are cutting trees, they are making it to be urbanized, thereby creating also this factor. Next slide. This is some notable statistic, and this is related to my country, deforestation. World highest rate losing 2.6% per annum. Total country forest is just 13% of the total area. What means here, out of in every year, Nigeria is losing 2.6% of its forests. And the only areas that are left to be forest nowadays is only 13%. Desertification rate. Progress is 0.6 kilometer per annum. Although this information is further subjected to confirmation. Then air quality. Air quality is very poor, especially in densely populated area. So everywhere, if you find population increase, you will find the air quality there very poor. Then solid waste. This is still a problem for every state of the federation. Everywhere population is there, there will be a great generation of solid waste. Next slide. This is also a statistic. When you compare Nigeria, Vietnam, Cambodia, Sri Lanka, Malawi, you find that almost 55.6% of the forest in Nigeria is being degraded, is being converted. All the forest land is not there. 55% or 55.6% of the forest of Nigeria is no more there. And this is because the poverty is there, also population is there. Next slide. Now, what are the effects of this environmental degradation? The general effect of environmental degradation on the environment can be categorized into three. And these are, let us look at them in the next slide. Next slide, ma'am. On health. Environmental degradation has a very effect on health. It's preventable illness and premature deaths. Because of this environmental effects, degradation, it will affect your health, causing illness, and also lead to early deaths. Environmental diseases such as malaria, diarrhea, respiratory diseases, they are all prevalent. You cannot escape from them. Whenever you are having environmental degradation, all these effects will be there. early deaths, malaria, diarrhea, respiratory problems, and the rest of them. Next slide. This is also effect on productivity. Whenever there is environmental degradation, then there will be loss of productivity. Maybe if you are producing 1 million tons in your farmland, you'll only be able to produce only 20 tons because you lose the productivity. Threat to biodiversity. Many species of living organisms will become extinct because now you are making, by causing environmental degradation, you are making the environment not favorable for them to stay as habitats. So they have to migrate, or some of them, they have to die. The ecological impact. It will also have effect on our ecology. Next. Next. Okay, effect on amenity. The loss of experience of places pleasant or attractive. We should thank God that in India you are having a many pleasant places where you can go for tourism. So, but if there is environmental degradation, loss of recreation uses will be there. All your recreation centers will be lost. Reduced visibility from smoke. If you check the atmosphere will not be cleared. You find dust released from the industries. And also reduction in biodiversity. If previously you are having lions, elephants, tigers, but because of this environmental degradation, you'll be these animals or species will be reduced. Next slide. So these are all effects of environmental degradation. If you take every effect, you'll find many subdivisions of this effect. So what is the global effort in protecting the environment? Next slide, Mark. Many efforts have been put in place by the globe. Let me give example in Nigeria. We have NESIRIA, National Environmental Standard Regulation Agency. We also have the Great Green Wall. We have NEMA, National Emergency Agency. We have the Nigerian Meteorological Agency, and also United Nations is there. A lot of countries now are contributing. They are putting on their own contribution to see how they reduce this environmental degradation. And that's why I said the federal and state environmental legislations, they have to contribute. And also afforestation programs must be established. Next. When I talk about the Great Green Wall, the Great Green Wall is being designed and it is a symbol of hope. It is launched in 2007 by the African Union. It is aimed to make most of the African countries where they are suffering from desertification green again. And that is why this Great Green Wall is being launched. And also it's a global effort. Next. What is the role of the global now? The global role. One, we have to create awareness because most of the people doesn't know what is environmental degradation and what are the effects and causes of this environmental degradation. And that's why I choose this topic. So we have to creating awareness to let the people understand that this is the effect, this is what is environmental degradation, and this is the cause and the effects. Then also the globe have to make sure that compliance are monitored. The globe have to set some rules and regulations, and also they have to monitor the compliance of these rules and regulations. Prohibition of processes and use of equipment that undermine environment quality. The globe has to also prohibit the use of equipment that will cause environmental degradation. Thank God in India has made a great effort in 2019 by saying that let us make India plastic free. All shops, they are banned of using plastic and polyethylene bags. Only paper bags, paper cups are allowed in India. This is one of the role of government law. Ensuring compliance with international protocols, conventions, treaties, agreement on the environment to which many countries are signatories. Enforcement of all environmental laws and standards. So if there is environmental laws, it is the role of the globe to make sure that it is the role of each country to make sure that all these environmental rules and regulations are being enforced and also standards are being maintained. Next slide now. Mechanism for environmental degradation management. What are the mechanisms? If we want to manage the environmental degradation, what is the mechanism? What are the mechanisms that we need to use? Number one, inspiring collective responsibility. We have to have our own collective responsibilities as human beings. By carrying out awareness, we have to inform our villages, our rural areas, places that doesn't have access. This is the effect of environmental degradation, and this is the causes, these are the causes, and this is how to stop them. We have to develop collaborations with international partners in order to achieve that. After you achieve inspiring collective responsibility, then you have to go to setting out goals and measures progress. Each country has to set some goals. And after setting some goals step by step, then the country has to monitor the rules and regulation is set, and also what is the progress on that. Then enforce to help nature health itself. Compliance monitoring and enforcement. Investigation of compliance and deploying. So you have to investigate compliance, whether this area is complying with the rules and regulation of the government or not. So when you use these three strategies, you are using the mechanism of environmental degradation management. Next. Now, we have looked at the meaning of environmental degradation, the causes, and also the effects. What is the way forward now? What is our collective responsibility in protecting our own environment? Because our own environment is our own wealth. Next map. The cause of environmental degradation are numerous. The effects are also pervasive and therefore require a collective approach to create lasting solutions. Therefore, the following are being recommended. Next slide. We are going to look at the recommendations, how to protect our environment. Personal responsibility to protect the environment from degradation. Number one, take responsibility of our personal impact on the environment. Everybody must take responsibility of his own personal impact to his environment. If you generate a waste, you have to design a method of how you will manage that waste. Be aware of activities around you that can potentially harm the environment. You should know what are the activities that will make my environment be harmful. Seeking to understand how this impact affects our health and the health of the environment. You have to understand that if you dump waste here, it has effect to the environment, and also it will cause some diseases to your own health. Seek to spread the word on how healthy ecosystem means cleaner and healthier environment. Take part in community meetings, public forums, consultation, radio phonings, and debates on managing and improving your local environment. You have to take part in all this, community meeting and other things. Speak up in public and private on environmental problems. You have to explain to the public, because still many people doesn't know what is environmental degradation and what are the causes and what are the effects of this environmental degradation. So it's our own collective responsibility that we are educated, and we have to make them become aware of this problem and how to protect their environment from future problems. Next slide.
Shall I move on to the next slide, sir?
Next slide, next slide. Still, we are on our way forward. What are the solutions that we can do to protect our own environment? Afforestation. We have to plant a lot of trees. Don't leave your environment without planting many trees. Trees are very, very important. So if you cut trees, make sure you plant them. Mixed crops or crop rotation. Some people are in the habit of retaining one particular land for a period of 10 years. Please and please don't plant only one type of crop in a particular land. Try to have mixed crops. Let us say, for instance, plant beans and also millet and maize. Maybe 3 crops in a particular land. Or if you plant a particular crop this year, maybe apple, next year try to plant grape. That is crop rotation. The next one is drip irrigation. When you want to irrigate your plants, don't just go and pour water. Don't waste water. Water is very, very important. Water is precious. Don't waste water. You can use drip irrigation. If you go to hospital, if a patient is sick, you will see how the doctor will insert a drip on that patient. So use that method to irrigate your crop. Find a small pipe and make sure that that pipe is only on the cycle of that plant roots. Make the water to go drip by drop, drop by drop, drop by drop. That is called drip irrigation. Stocking your land, make sure you increase your land quality by putting manures, cow dungs, and other things. Purchase the recycled products. Don't use products that are not recyclable. Use products that are recyclable. Conserve water. Please and please, India, conserve water. Not only India, all the world, conserve water. Because water is very, very precious. Don't waste water. I also thank the Indian government for putting some rules and regulations. Nobody can build a house until that person have a plan on water harvesting system on his land. This is a very, very nice idea designed by Indian government, and I salute India for that. Conserve energy. Don't waste energy. If you are not using light, switch up your fan, your light. When you are leaving office, switch up your office light. Any energy that you are not using, you are not making use of, please off it. Don't waste energy. Reserve energy for tomorrow. Be an advocate to save our planet. Next slide. Preventive measures. What are the measures that we should take to prevent the environment? Appropriate policies related to protection of the environment. Regulation must be framed. Renewable sources of energy must be used instead of non-renewable. The species must be protected from their extinct. Water resources must be protected from the material and chemicals which are being released from industry or factories. Energy saving plan must be framed so that people can use them in appropriate order. These are some of the measures that we need to take to protect our environment. Next slide. National responsibility. What is the national responsibility now? Stimulation and fostering collaboration and information sharing in the interest of environment. It is the responsibility of each country to stimulate and also bring collaboration, and it has to share information regarding to environment. Environmental education and awareness programs that will promote voluntary compliance. You have to educate your people. What is the problem of what is environmental degradation? What are the causes and what are the effects? So if the people knows, okay, if I do this, I do that, it will affect my environment, then by themselves, they will protect their environment. Mainstreaming environmental consciousness in governance. The government also must put environment consciousness in its regime. When government is making budget, it has to consider also the environment. Next slide, ma'am. Our responsibility to protect the environment from degradation. Now, what is my responsibility? What is your own responsibility? What is the government responsibility has all been explained. So I'll move further. We have to promote and promotion and commissioning of research in the area of environment technologies and management. Don't go and base your research only in some areas. Also, base your research in also environmental management. Now that we are dealing with conference on advances in science and engineering, some of you are supposed to present a paper on how to protect environment, because as science and engineering is developing, environmental degradation is happening. So something has to be done to protect that, measures, because you are using natural resources now to develop the science and engineering. So in that process, you have to also consider your environment. Promotion of states of the environment reporting to enhance decision taking. Adequate funding of environmental management system. You have to fund, you have to give a lot of money to conduct a research on this environmental management system. This is our all responsibility. We should not always forget about our environment. We should consider our environment as our own resources. Next slide. To conclude, I believe in this lecture or short presentation, I have been able to explain environmental degradation, the causes of environmental degradation, the effect of environmental degradation, and also what is the way forward. So we should all put at the back of our mind that the environment is our own commonwealth. How we treat the environment, it determines how it treats us back. If you treat environment badly today, in the next generation or in the near future, it will treat you back also. So treat your environment very well today so that it will treat you very nice tomorrow. An environment that is not degraded means cleaner and healthier environment for all of us. If your environment is not degraded, then it is very healthier and clean, and it will prevent us from many diseases from affecting us. Thank you very much for listening to this short presentation. Thank you.
That was a great and remarkable session, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for your insightful thoughts-setting speech. You clearly showcased the anthropogenic causes, which includes degradation and pollution of our environment, which is the greatest threat to our mankind. And also you have showcased the threatening effects of environment degradation. It was indeed an eye-opener session to save our environment, sir. And you have given us an awareness session actually to save our environment. Thanks a lot, sir, for all these whatever you have done and for sharing your valuable time with us. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, once again.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Dear all, this is a meal time now. So we shall resume this next session at 2 o'clock. Now we all can go for a break. Please join us back at 2 o'clock. Thank you all. I'll repeat it once again. I once again thank all the dignitaries and the participants for joining with us today. Now the participants can go for a break of nearly 1 hour, and please join back for the next technical session at 2 o'clock. Thank you.